Woot woot! Well, hello everybody. It is the crazy kick-ass Kylie, and I have a really super special guest who's joining me live today. But before I announce her, we have something so freaking important to share with you, and this is for everyone. Whether you are a mum, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a coach, whether you're an entrepreneur, no matter who you are, if you're in business, if you're not in business, if you're in network marketing, if you are self-employed, you name it, this is something that is so freaking important, especially if you want to take your business or your life to your next level. So if you have been focusing on your strengths and you are absolutely scaling and kicking ass in your business, that is awesome, because we're going to show you how to take it up to the next level. If you have been stuck and frustrated and you are just so over, tired, sick, just being stuck where you are and not being able to move forward, feeling like you're overwhelmed and consumed and confused and just not getting anywhere, then there's a reason why. And you're going to learn here in this training with this incredible lady that I'm about to introduce to you. And this is something that we actually learned about 10 years ago. I learned 10 years ago. And this information, oh my gosh, it completely shifted everything for me. I went from being a single business owner, I had one gym, and working my ass off, consumed by my business, starting work at 5 a.m, going all the way through till 10 o'clock at night, 6 days a week. I used to sleep on Sunday and breathe and try and catch up and then do it all again on Monday. We had no life. It was crazy. As soon as I got this information and I understood it and I started to learn what to say yes to and what to say no to and to work in my strength, oh my gosh, everything shifted for me. And within a couple of years, we had expanded from one gym, are you ready, to 13 clubs and a multiple seven-figure business. So what we are about to share with you, oh my gosh, this is life-changing information. So if you're here, don't be shy, say g'day in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. And for those of you who are in business, let us know in the comments, what type of business do you have? Well, while you're all letting us know that you're here and letting us know who you are, and let us know where in the world you're watching from. I love that we have a global business and, we get to do business with everybody all over the world, which is pretty damn cool. And after this call, I'll be jumping online with someone from New Zealand. Then we're jumping on with someone from South Africa. Got another lady in the UK tonight, a lady in the US tomorrow. Like, it's so freaking awesome to have a global business. And shall I let them in a secret? Look at this, at home in tights and my Ugg boots. How freaking awesome is that? There you go. I've let you in a secret.
Love it.
Like professional on the top, party down the bottom. And hey, I love being able to work from home in my Ugg boots and my gym gear, or by the beach, by the pool in my slimmers and my sarong in summer. It's pretty amazing. Okay. Whew, I'm going to take a breath. We have an exciting announcement to make. All righty, I'm going to introduce this special lady. So let me change my screen. Oh my gosh, this is Diamond Di. Di and I have been really good friends for about 8 years, and Di is a talent dynamics mentor. Now, how Di and I met is actually a really cool story. Di and I were actually handpicked for a study which was to be turned into a documentary, where they basically were looking for entrepreneurs to see what it was that made entrepreneurs tick. So it was about stripping us back so that we were naked entrepreneurs, not literally, of course. And oh my gosh, did they strip back the layers? And from that program, Di and I actually went down to Melbourne together. We got filmed for the documentary, which was really cool. And since then have become beautiful friends. We've done business together. We have traveled the world together. And I just love this lady for her passion, for her heart. And what I'm so excited about is the information that we're about to share with you. Di and I have now formed a new partnership. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to announce it. And we will be bringing this talent dynamics to everybody in our Kickassity Academy, which is so freaking exciting. So Di, would love for you to just share with everybody a little bit about your background, who you are, just so that they kind of get a sense of the essence of Diamond Di.
Thank you, Kylie. And I'm just so excited to be here, and especially to be partnering with you. It's going to be a day and a date that I won't forget, because look, it is really important that we actually partner with the right people. And I certainly love fun, and you know, it is really important that we all have what we need. And I cannot say enough about you. You're a star, and we'll get into that in profile and in life. And yeah, it was so wonderful to meet you that many years ago, and all the things that we've done together, and we've supported each other the whole way. So yeah, I guess, you know, it's a long story, but I guess, you know, personal development came into my life when I was in my 40s, and life's never been the same since. And I'm sure everybody that's entrepreneurial would actually really recognise that personal development is the key. And it made me realise my own power. That was like the You Were Born Rich program by Bob Proctor. If you've done that, I've done it many times. And I really put that down to me being able to understand my own power. And this has, you know, led me to search for you know, ways to develop that. And I have done a lot of young people's programs in my own hometown when my kids were in their teens, and that was really important because I saw that it was missing out of the school system, and I wanted them to understand their own power. But since then, that was great. My kids are doing great. They're adults now, and I'm an empty nester. So I get to go and play now, and I help, you know, people through what came across my path was talent dynamics, and it was Roger Hamilton's program. It's global. Lots and lots of people know wealth dynamics as well. And I was trained. I went right to the limit with all of the trainings, performance consultant, and went to Bali to do that. So that was just fabulous. Love Bali. It's just, yeah, you know, if you're going to learn in a great place as well. But what happened from there is that I realised my own real strengths and where I could play. So I'm a supporter profile, and that means just what it says. I actually love to see other people's talents, and I love to support the gifts that they have. And in the entrepreneurial world, like you are, Kylie, it's like you are the star, which is what I see you and your gift. And it's just being part of a team and being actually able to support a passionate thing that I want to actually support. So if that makes sense, you know, this is where, if it wasn't for today and you setting up this whole Zoom and teaching me how to do dual interviews, I wouldn't even be able to get my word out. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of what it is to be in your own profile. I hope that makes sense. And here we are today because mainly I saw you doing your wonderful Launch with Love program. And I actually realized, you know, obviously you knew talent dynamics and wealth dynamics. So the alignment again was that, you know, I really felt that I could sort of add value to other people, which has happened very much so in mastermind, and mastermind groups are so important and powerful. I think you'd agree?
Oh, absolutely, Di. We have got the most incredible mastermind with our Kick-Ass City ladies, and every single woman entrepreneur in that group is someone who has a massive heart, someone who wants to make a massive impact on the planet, but also someone who wants to actually make real income, life-changing income to set up their family for freedom, but doing that in a leverage way. Because I think the biggest thing that happens in business is people get trapped in a life that they didn't sign up for. They are consumed by their business, working harder and harder and harder. And that's because they don't have this information that we're sharing on this interview today. And so, you know, that was me. As soon as I identified that, I was able to make a massive switch. And that's why I'm so excited to be partnering with Di and bringing this to more women, more entrepreneurs around the globe, so that you can stop working harder, start working smarter, focusing on your strengths, and actually creating flow in your business so much faster. So the first thing, Di, that I would love you to share, because there's probably people thinking, okay, well, what is this thing that you're talking about? So what is talent dynamics? So when I did my profile, it was called the Wealth Dynamics profile, Talent Dynamics profile. So exactly what is it?
So talent dynamics, the actual profile test, is a psychometric test. It's very simple, it's multiple choice, and it's done online in about 15 to 20 minutes. But the very important point is that it actually is you that is answering the questions. So psychometric testing is not new. It's based on a 5,000-year-old study of the I Ching or the I Ching. You can look that up. That's, the energy that we all have. Now, let's face it, we're all energy, right? So what happens and what the difference is and the power is in talent dynamics in the profile test is that it actually works on, through the questions, it works on helping us to determine our energy and where our energy flows. For example, if I was to go to a party, would I want to be the center of attention, or am I the onlooker in the background? It's those sorts of simple questions. Sound simple, but it really is how we behave. Now, the other interesting thing is when you get the report, which is all online, just a simple email report to you and comes to me, and then we have the debrief, which is 1 hour. Now, the debrief is where the magic happens, because the debrief actually helps you determine, there's actually a graph that comes out with your percentages in all the different profiling and energies. And so what happens, people would understand on this call, introvert, extrovert, that type of thing, much deeper than that. But what ends up happening is that you are very, very talented in one particular profile. And when we dig deep into that and people go, wow, this is so true, this is so like me, well, they did answer the test. So of course, that's the other thing, to own it, is to actually understand it is yours. Nobody just telling you you're good at this, or, of course, as parents, we do that to our kids, and our teachers might tell us we're great. But you know what? We have to believe it. We have to own it. And this just does not miss on that opportunity to actually understand what to say yes to, as you said, and what to say no to. So when you understand your strengths, and where and how you can work with those. For instance, I always really believe that it has to also line up with your passion, which is why, you and I are lined up, Kylie, because, it's about, you get to pick who you want to work with, and entrepreneurs on this line know that, we get to play where we want. And it's really, really cool when we actually get to choose who we partner with. And the whole point is that once that person can then tell me what their passions are and what they're out of flow in, because if I was to ask anybody right now, flow's a word, and it's sort of like a, sort of a strange word, I guess, but, flow, water, water flows down the stream. If you're swimming upstream, you can certainly, sorry?
And money flows too, right? We all
absolutely, yes,
money's not. You cannot create cash flow.
That's right. And so, the little leaf analogy might be cool here. If you were on a bridge and you dropped a leaf over the edge of a fast current going underneath a river, and that leaf would actually find the fastest part of the current to flow. And that is scientific, actually. So if you think of yourself like the leaf, the actual way it works is that we find our path of least resistance. And I love that. Your path of least resistance.
Goosebumps. I love that. Finding the path of least resistance, because I think so many business owners and entrepreneurs, and especially, people as they first come into our Kick-Ass-City Mastermind, they're so stuck and they're so out of flow and so frustrated. And when you're not in flow, what happens? You are pushing shit up a hill. Like it's so hard. Whereas when you're in flow, once you understand your profile and you are actually working in the right, in your strengths, it's like everything just flows and your business becomes effortless, which is just so powerful. So, Di, I know I'm going to add in another question. So you have done hundreds, thousands of profiles since you've been doing this. So what are some of the things, like when people do this profile, like, and I know we have had Di basically do a profile and a debrief for every single lady inside of our Kickassity Mastermind. And the ladies like that I have had coming through going, oh my gosh, like I was so lost and confused. Now I know exactly who I am and what I'm meant to be and what I'm meant to do. And like they're just having life changes through having these profiles done. So what's been your experience? What have been some of the comments and reactions that people have given you once they get their profile and debrief?
Yeah, I'd love to share that, because actually in our mastermind, we have just about the whole range. And as far as I know, I'm the only supporter there. But the actual interesting thing is most people will say to me, oh my God, I get to be who I really am. And, you know, there's other people out there that make them feel, and I have been here so many times, and Carla, you know this from the mastermind and my own struggles, because I don't get out of this either. I've got my own struggles. And I just love the way that you can mentor us around that, again, because you understand this work. And so, you know, really, I remember, and I still see people actually struggling, like, you know, saying like, well, the creator, that's a person who just loves to create things and create and create and create. And guess what? They don't ever finish them.
Clouds.
Yeah. And so then, and like me, it's like I struggle, as you know, with the tech stuff. And, you know, you can say, oh, that's just a belief. That's just, you know, a limiting belief. But guess what? When I did my talent dynamic square, it was, I am 4% steel energy, which is the introvert, the systems, the analytical, the details. And anybody on this call who knows me knows I don't like detail. Just let's do it. It's going to work. It's going to be fun. And that's all I'm interested in. It's the extrovert side of me, which is 78% extrovert. So if you go and ask me, as you have, Kylie, times where, you know, I have to learn this stuff, it's important to learn like what we're doing today, the dual, you know, interviews, because they're powerful, because I can get a message out. And that's why I'm willing to learn what I need to learn. So no excuses, you know, that we don't have to learn something about, you know, what we want to create, but the simple things and the things only necessary to get our message out. So a lot of the people in the mastermind as well, they've just identified where they're struggling. And I remember one day, I won't mention names, but one day our creator in our group said, oh, and I said, don't do it, get it done for you. And she just said, right. And you supplied a done for you option to do all the tech stuff. So I love the fact that you understand this again, and you actually have that provision for, you know, the people in your mastermind. And also, I want to say to the people listening right now, you know, as entrepreneurs, we do try to do everything. You'd have to agree. And people don't even know who they should partner with. Partnering meaning bringing someone else in to do what they love doing. It's their flow, but you don't want to do it. But you've got to be able to determine who those people are, because sometimes your friends are the same as you are, and they're not, even though they like to help you, they're not going to be the one. So what I've seen in the mastermind with all of mostly the comments coming back, are the power to actually own their greatness and go, oh, this is the best news ever. You mean I can just do this part? And I said, yes, as long as you find the people. See, when you do your individual profile and debrief, then we look at the team, which has to be at least 3 different energies to create flow. So there's 8 profiles. You have to have at least 3 people, one in each energy of the square to sort of line up to be able to keep this flow going in your business and in your life. What about parents? What about understanding what profile your children are, so that you can actually relate to them better? It's not just in business, but I see so many entrepreneurs out there, and I've been one of them, and I have seen them struggle to actually, they give up, or it's just the two, because you don't know what you don't know. And I love that saying. And I know, Kylie, that you have provided, I've been in the Launch with Love program the second time round now, and you just identified for me, what is it that I can actually do to play the game, and you've given me this opportunity that I absolutely am so grateful and privileged to be part of, because we understand each other. It's all about, helping entrepreneurs not to struggle and to feel the flow, so they get to do more of what they do good, and then they'll see their business take off. They really will.
100%, Diane. I think the biggest thing with our Launch with Love program, I'm all about helping you create a life that you love, helping you create a business that you love. And we use an acronym, Love You. So you need to love yourself first, then love others. And we're talking about those important people in your life, and then loving the universe, as in giving back to the world, making an impact, but doing what you love. So it's so important that you are in flow. And I love what you just shared, Di. Like, this is all about empowering you to get excited about your business, because you are doing what you love. You are focusing on your strength and your genius gift, but then you're also giving others the opportunity to contribute to you and help you scale faster by knowing who are the right people to bring into your team at the right time. And so that brings me to the next question, Di. Why is it important that people understand this? Why do people need this in their business? And what's the impact of not having this information?
Okay, well, I'm going to use myself as an example here, because yes, I've had that experience. And as you said, Kylie, I've known you for 10 years. Now, I've always been passionate about personal development. And as I said, when I came across this tool, it changed everything, because then I really knew what to say yes to and what to say no to. So as a supporter profile, for instance, I want to be in a team. Now, I was trying things and I was trying to do them on my own lots of times, right? Because I knew my passion. I had a website, I have still got it, and this is a bit funny, but very, very relative. I have a website called Live the Passion. I think I made that over 10 years ago, and my husband just reminded me that I'm still paying for this Aweber thing that comes through, and he just had it like come direct debit automatically. I've been paying for that since I owned the website, and I've never done anything with the website. Now, there's a bit of waste of money, hey? And so all of this thing's so funny to me now, because I was told, do this, get a website, do that, but I didn't know how to connect people to the website. I didn't know what I was doing. And I just kept, struggling along. And I have been all of this time, and I have been doing talent dynamics profile tests and debriefs because I love it. I love the transformation. So that's been good, because I've been, I'm very passionate about young people and giving them this information. And I've been doing it for my friends, kids, and all of those things, and entrepreneurs that know me. So that's fine. But I've never been able to I guess, launch myself. You know what I mean? Until you came across, and then that just lined up all of these years that I could have been like partnering earlier with someone, and all of these years that, could have impacted in a bigger way. So where are people out there in the entrepreneurial world? Where are they missing out on, the actual flow and the fast tracking of really what they really want to discover? And that's why mentors like you, Kylie, are the key. It's accountability, it's moving forward. And that's what you do. You actually give them that ability to be able, with your mentorship, with your actual, I know your background, is a lead coach, the national coach, and you've got the skills that people need in understanding all of the processes, and then actually being able to, as I said, I now feel very privileged to be able to come in and sort of see if I can help them match what they need in their team, because then you're in a team. So now I'm very clear, because I have found, that I can partner with you. I feel so excited, so in flow, so happy, so passionate, because I love you as a person, and you have so much integrity, and that's my highest value in business. And, you have the fun factor. And you just, what I love about you on our mastermind calls is that you always acknowledge where people are at, and you always make them feel better than they did before they got on the call. So that is a gift in itself, just for people to actually feel like, well, I slipped up on this, but it's okay as long as you keep moving forward. And that's what we're, going to be partnering with together to actually create the faster way to do that. And I hope that's answered your question, but it's actually, I'll just give you a little funny thing that comes to my mind. When I was at school, I struggled really big time to actually find where I fitted in the world. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I think that's where my passion comes for young people, to be able to help them to discover that and not be in their midlife crisis and hate their life. That's basically, how I felt when I think back on, why waste time when we can find out what we're passionate about now, and we can find out how that can happen. But my friends at school, I was in days where there was no computers and at all. And I'm showing my age here, but my friends used to say, and I'm serious, and you can relate to this, Kylie, they used to say to me, Diane, if you could get paid for talking, you'd be a millionaire. And I think,
and now you are.
And now it's taken on its it's taken on its fruition. I think it's like, oh wow, this is so funny, but it's actually true, because I just love relating to people and I love seeing people's gifts. And there's so many people out there. With every single person on this planet has a gift. And the other little thing about your gift, if you don't think you've got one, or a talent, if you don't think it's the same, similar, you actually do this naturally, and it actually doesn't feel like a gift. It doesn't feel like a talent. And it's not until you do the profile test and you realize how different we all are and how we think, and then it really, that's where the power comes in, understanding that, no, we don't all do things the same and we don't think the same. And so we need to brainstorm. We need to have mentors and the platform to be able to, create that whole package, especially as entrepreneurs.
100% Di. Oh my gosh, you have shared so much value today, and I'm so grateful that we're now partnering together so that we can actually get this out to more people. Because if your business is just you right now, then number one, you're out of flow. Number two, you're doing things that you don't love, that are frustrating you, and that are also keeping you small and keeping you trapped. So this is all about helping you break free to do what you love, to do what you're great at, so that you can make a bigger impact, create a greater income, but also have more time freedom, which is really, really exciting. Now, I want to just share another thing on the profiling. And look, I used to work in HR. So when I went to uni, I did a Bachelor of Business in Human Resources, and then I did a double degree in marketing. So a lot of my human resources background, I then worked in recruitment and HR. So I've got like 20, 30 years of personality profiling, and there are so many different personality profiles out there on the market. What makes this one so different is a lot of the personality profiles, there's only 4 profiles, so it's a quadrant. Now, in every profiling system, most people have something from all the profiles, but you have a primary and a secondary profile. What I absolutely love about this one, which is different to any of the other profiling systems out there, is it's actually based on 8 different profiles. And not only do you get the 8 different profiles, but with the debrief that Diane does, and she has been highly trained by the person who actually created this, and he is amazing. I was being mentored by him about 13 years ago, and I did a lot of his training as well. And oh my gosh, like, he is amazing. He is a genius. And this profiling system, not only will you get who you are, but you get who you need to surround yourself with in the right order. Because if you bring the wrong person into your team, and so me, I'm a high blaze as well. That's why Di and I get along so well. But if her and I were just in business together, we'd never get anything done. We'd talk a lot, we'd have a lot of fun, But that's where we need that other profile to actually do the doing in our business. And I don't know if you've ever read this book, The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. He talks about having 3 different profiles in your business, and that's the entrepreneur, the technician, and the manager. And if you don't have all 3 of those in a business, your business is going to fail. And it's why 95% of businesses fail in the first year, and why a further, out of the 5% that make it through the first year, 95% of them fail in the next 5 years. It's not very good odds. And it's because they don't understand this profiling system and they don't have those business foundations in place. Now, real quick, an example in our business, because we all go through cycles. We get in flow, we get out of flow. We get in flow, we get out of flow. And that's just a normal part of life. But it's also where understanding this work and having a mentor and a mastermind community to support you, that when you get out of flow, you can very quickly get back into flow. And so a week and a half ago, I woke up stressed, thinking, oh my gosh, my month had just been hijacked. So for those of you who don't know, I have had a lot of changes in my life in the last 6 months. My husband, after 19 years, left me. So I've had to transition into single mum, and we've had COVID. I've moved interstate. I've had 2 sick kids. One of them has been in hospital 3 times. And the other one had a procedure, some surgery just this week gone. So it has just been a manic 6 months, right? Huge transformation. But I had gotten myself out of flow. And what happens when you get out of flow is you start trying to push shit uphill again. You start trying to do everything yourself. Nothing's working and you're getting stressed. So when I do that, I have my meltdown plan. So the first thing, I go for a walk, I listen to personal development, I meditate, and I talk to someone who can be part of the solution. And I have a mentor. But I also have the right-hand woman in my business who happens to be the super sexy, sassy, kick-ass ninja, Ashley. I've said that a couple of times, so I can say that really fast. And Ashley is the mechanic, which is a different profile. And so she's all about looking at where we're at and how can I improve things constantly, just like a mechanic would do with a car. So I create the mess because I'm the entrepreneur. She's my manager. So she comes in and basically gets me all organized, gets everything sorted. And then we have our 2 lords in our business who are the doers. So love you, Anna and Shelley. So then basically we can get them actually doing the technician type tasks in the business. So here I was stressed going, have a talk with Ashley. She gets me organized. Next day we jump on a team call. Instantly, everybody gets, tasks allocated throughout the team. And oh my gosh, what we then achieved in the following 3 days was more than we had achieved in the 3 months prior, just because we were using this talent dynamics profiling system the right way. We all got back into the right seats within the business, and instantly we were back in flow. And you would not believe what we have created as a team and the cohesion in our team. We like to call ourselves the awesome foursome, except now we're the awesome fivesome because we are so excited to have Diamond Di joining the team and to actually be bringing this to everybody in our community. So on that, we have got our next free challenge, which kicks off on Wednesday.
Wow.
So excited. These challenges absolutely change lives. It's valued at $497 and it's our gift to you absolutely free. So if you look in the comments to this video, you'll be able to find the link. Otherwise, you can go to kickasskylie.com. So KICKASSKYLIE.com, and you will be able to get registered for the challenge. Or if someone has shared this, just sign up through their link, because we do have an affiliate program. And so that's a really cool way for someone like Di, who's a supporter, because she is incredible at connecting people. We have this affiliate program. Di can then share this, and then that's a way that she can create an additional income, but so can you. And we'll help you create that for your business so that then you're going to be seen by more people as well. So in this 3-day clarity challenge, most people are confused. They're feeling lost, maybe overwhelmed. So day 1, we're going to help you get soul conscious clarity on what you really want. And then we're also going to identify what's actually holding you back. Day 2, we're going to do daily disciplines. And this is so freaking important. If you talk to Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, arguably two of the most successful, wealthiest men on the planet, they talk about the number one thing that has attributed to their success is focus. Follow one course until successful. It's showing up consistently. Tony Robbins, I'm sure you've all heard of him. He's pretty famous. Tony Robbins says, you are what you repeatedly do. So therefore, it's those daily disciplines, those consistent actions that you're taking on a daily basis. You need to be clear on what you should be doing, but also what you should not be doing so that you can actually achieve what it is that you really want. And then day 3, we're going to make sure that you're set up with the right business model and the right strategy for you. And there are so many ways to set up your business and to be able to make money. So we're going to show you a whole heap of different options so you can actually choose the right option for you, so that you go in with the right mindset, so that you can basically be leveraged from day 1. And we're going to help you play your business to win, but it's setting you up as a win-win-win. It's a win for you, it's a win for your partners, and it's a win for all of the people who come into your business as customers or clients. So I love, Di, thank you so much that you acknowledge me for my integrity. Love and integrity are my founding values. They are the foundation of everything that we do. And then my top 3 values, so that's my rock solid foundation. And you have to have a solid foundation to build on. And then what sits on top of those 3 values is freedom, family, and fun. I'm all about creating freedom. I'm about being a full-time mum and doing whatever I can do to give my kids the most incredible life and experiences on the planet. And as you also know, I love to have fun. So this 3 days, we will be rolling up our sleeves. We will be getting shit done, but we'll be having a lot of fun too. So Di, is there anything else that you would love to share on our challenge or anything else that we've talked about today?
Yes, well, I'd like to just acknowledge you, of course, Kylie, because people that know me know that when I'm passionate about something, it's just, I'm unstoppable as far as actually speaking it out. And I never, ever can do that unless I'm passionate. And so I think that just to me comes naturally. So I would never be able to unless I really believed that the people that I talk to actually are going to be able to benefit. And I will tell you right now that I have been in this challenge with you. I started off there. I've been in the Launch with Love twice around because I don't want to leave the mastermind. And, I've actually, I might say, helped a couple of people that have really thanked me for that, the last challenge that you did. And they've joined forces with you. So I am very proud to be able to help launch this new challenge with you. And I really know that you give well over, what people are even expecting. So you over deliver always. And I admire you for that. And I really know that, the challenge itself, if all you do is come and listen to this amazing information we've just touched on today, you will really see a different picture for your future. And I love, Kylie is so good with analogies, and I'm going to finish with this because you say, and I always finish with some fun, but you say, you can't ride 2 horses with one bum. I've got to say that.
You can't.
What is it? I've got it wrong. One ass. That's right. You can't ride. So if I leave you with that today, think about your business and what you're doing, and are you focusing on really what your strengths are, and leaving the rest, and let us let us together show you how it all works, and come and join us. Yeah, can't wait, Kylie, for Wednesday. Thank you.
I thank you so much for jumping on with me today. I love you. I appreciate you. And I just feel so truly honored and blessed to now be welcoming you to the Kickassity team, and just to be able to help so many people get this information, understand their own gift, their talent, so that they can actually scale and really create the impact and the income that you want to make in a leverage way, so that you can have more fun, you can have the balance and the freedom that you're looking for. So
best time to be online ever.
Oh, I know, right? And that is, it is absolutely the perfect timing. And one of our favorite sayings inside, we have a few analogies and sayings inside of our Kickassity Academy. And another one of my favorites is 1 + 1 = infinity. And it's something that Di and I are very, very passionate about. If you're in business on your own, there's only so much of an impact that you can make. And so then when I teamed up with Ashley, who was my first team member, oh my gosh, that was our thing. 1 + 1 = infinity. Like, what else is now possible because we've teamed up together? And then we brought on our 2 incredible interns, and again, we just went to the next level. And, I've been watching Di and the impact that she has been making on all of our Kickassity Mastermind, ladies, and the impact that that's having on their mindset, their belief, and hands-on in their business has just made so many huge shifts. So it just makes sense now that we're actually, adopting that into our academy on a more formal basis as a partnership. And we will be having profile tests, debriefs, and a brand new coaching program that we will be soon launching on this talent dynamics profiling system, so that not only can you understand it, you'll understand each of the different profiles, and you'll learn how to implement it and who the next people are to bring into your team. And as a star, so I'm a star, how to deal with a supporter, how to deal with a creator, how to deal with a lord, how to deal with the mechanic. Because if you don't understand this and you have that person in your team, you guys could just be clashing and locking horns, and that could be completely debilitating you and your business and the person who you're working with. So just so incredibly excited, Di, to be partnering with you. And there'll be a big talent dynamics announcement at the end of our 3-day challenge. So you need to get registered. So click the link or go to kickaskkylie.com, and we can't wait to see you there. So Di, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Lady.
This is a day I'll always remember, and can't wait to get started Wednesday.
Woo woo! So we will see you all on the inside.
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
I love it. Thanks, Di.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks for jumping on.
Bye.